Dear baseball, thank you for making me into the player that I am today. I've always held a special place in my heart for you ever since I was a child. From endless days watching my brothers compete in tournaments to trying to replicate my favorite player's swings, I've always cared deeply about you. You've blessed me with the ability to compete in the game that I love so dearly. You've taken me places that I'll always cherish and remember. You've helped me form bonds with people that I now consider brothers for life. And you've taught me lessons that continue to shape my life and values. The overnight hotel trips with my teammates, the go-ahead home runs, the long bus rides filled with laughter, these are the moments that you've given me.
That ball hit with some authority out in the left center field. Is it gonna go? Off the top of the wall and bounces back. Anthony Sharkis comes home. How about this? Morton coming home. Will we see it? Throw to the plate, a dive, and he's in there! Oh boy, fireworks on the field and inside the Parker.
But with all the good, you've also brought some pain. You've given me tons of uncertainty, questioning if I'm even good enough to play, wondering if I deserve everything that I've worked for. You've been the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with. You physically set me back, mentally challenged me, and made me tie my identity to you. When you were good, I was good. But when you were bad, I felt like I was falling apart. You became everything to me, so much that I started to lose sight of the rest of my life. I let you come before family, friends, my relationship, and even basic things like rest. I became lost in you. But you also taught me that nothing is ever set in stone, that just like a game, life can change in a snap. You've lifted me from those holes, guided me through my hardships, and held me when I felt alone. A friend once told me, why worry about the outcome of this weekend? God already knows how it will go. 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, win or lose. So relax, play for the glory of God. That moment came from you. Without you, I wouldn't have heard that amazing advice. I wouldn't have met the girl of my dreams, and I wouldn't have learned to love something that constantly involves failure. You've shown me that I won't remember every win or loss, but I'll remember the places you took me, the teammates who became family, the dugout jokes and the post-game pool swims. Most of all, I'll remember how much love and joy you gave me. So thank you, baseball, for guiding me through life and leading me here. I'll always cherish you, and I'll always be grateful for everything that you've given me. Sincerely, Dante.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dear Baseball. I'm Dave Siseski alongside
Ben Gillard.
Blessed today to have an awesome middle infielder with us / outfielder.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Dante Morton from the Woolly Mammoths. Dante, thanks
Nice to
for coming
meet
on
you.
the show, man.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dante.
Of course, yeah.
So, Dante, we got a lot of fun moments to talk about with you this year alone in the USPBL, but I want to start from the beginning for you, because what we talk about when we talk about the Dear Baseball, what is that all about? It's how did that love of the game start? And for you, you said it was really early growing up in Calhoun,
Yes,
Georgia.
sir. Yes, sir.
I remembered it, right?
Yeah,
Didn't say Atlanta,
course.
Calhoun. What's Calhoun like? Small area, big
Yeah,
area?
so Calhoun's a really small town. I think the population is growing, it's getting larger, but I would say population like 15,000, so not many people. Everybody knows everybody. It's a good and a bad thing. So, but yeah, Calhoun's a small place. We were a football town. We had 3 different school districts. We had 2 county schools and 1 city school, and I attended the city school. But yeah, Calhoun's a very small place, and it was very easy to fall in love with sports there. I feel like there's a culture there, just growing up playing. So yeah, it's an awesome place. Compared to here, it's a lot smaller, so this feels like way out of home, but I'm starting to like it. It's starting to grow on me, so.
What's it like growing up playing baseball in a football town? You mentioned you played football too, but what's that like?
So a great comparison, I played high school football and high school baseball, so the recognition for your high school football team, we had a turf field. We had an entire new field house / locker room. We had a huge jumbotron. All the facilities and funds were up to date, and the funds went straight to football. In baseball, we still had the same stuff we had from 1970, 1980. But over time, now they're starting to take care of it and change it up and give to both. But there was definitely a difference. And then as far as fans who showed up, football Fridays were packed out, and then baseball, like Thursdays and stuff, not many people came besides parents and then some friends and stuff. But yeah,
So that love for the game, what I mean, was it? I know your mom is really active on social media.
huge.
She's
Yeah,
awesome. Shout out to her, right?
yeah.
What's your mom's first name?
Duana.
Dwayne
Yes.
Morton. She's awesome, and she's always posting things that you're doing, and obviously she's been a big part. You said your dad has been a big part with baseball cards and stuff. And
Yeah.
who brought that together? Who brought that love, the beginning, early years for Dante Morton?
Yeah, I would say early on, probably my dad.
Okay.
He kind of showed me what sports were, whether he was making me watch a sports movie or outside making me run routes or anything with football or
Running
making me-
routes early?
Yeah, I have plenty of videos and stuff, but running football routes or hitting off the tee. So early recognition or exposure, I guess, to baseball. And so he kind of helped show me the way. But then I would say my second oldest brother, Brevin, was the one that kind of made me develop a passion for it. So it's different seeing my dad do it. He's not actually playing, but then to watch my brother out there on the field, see the things he does, it was very cool to kind of see what he does and then try and replicate it when I was in the backyard or on the side watching him. And so it was very easy to fall in love with the game when he was the one playing it. So
And mom was a cheerleader, right?
yeah,
Love
yes,
it.
they were troopers. They were there every game. They didn't miss any. So
Love it.
That's awesome. And was there a little bit of that sibling rivalry, being the younger brother,
yeah.
watching him?
definitely.
play?
So growing up, he was always better than me at everything. Video games, basketball, baseball, football, and it was cool because he was my idol. So I was competing against him, trying to be better than him. He doesn't realize it, but I think that's the only reason why I'm in the place I'm in today, because he set the I guess the baseline. He kind of set the standard in a sense. So yeah, and I just looked up to him, and as I got older, things started becoming more competitive, and now he can't beat me at anything. So
What's the age gap between you
so
two?
he's 27 and I'm 22, so a 5-year age
So
gap.
he's the old man now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he's
27.
old. He's old.
I say that as a 37-year-old, but so have you ever admitted to him? Is this the first time that you?
No, he knows I can beat him now. It's kind of I've grown a little bit taller than he is. I can jump a little bit higher. I'm faster. He won't admit it though, but I can do a lot of things better than he can. But it's all love at the end of the day. Yeah, no serious competitiveness, but
So high school baseball for you. What high school was that, and what was that experience like for you?
so I went to Calhoun High School for baseball. Yeah, so the experience was great. I played 4 years there. Wasn't on varsity my freshman year. I was on JV. I was a little guy. So freshman year, I was 4'8", like 86 pounds.
Oh wow!
So I wasn't big at all. And so obviously with that, I wore a jersey and the sleeves are so long, I had to get a hair tie, whatever, and put the sleeves up.
You got
So-
a picture of that, right?
Yeah, I have plenty of
You're
stuff
sending
about
that
it.
too.
So yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I had to do for my jersey. But that was my freshman year, and then I started to get a little bit bigger sophomore year. Started off on JV, then transitioned to varsity only my sophomore year. And then once that kind of happened, I just took off. The experience was great. I had a great coach. He was there for 25 years. He retired my senior year, but I couldn't have asked for a better coach to set, what it takes to win. Because I think he won 4 or he personally won 2 state championships, but he's a great, phenomenal coach.
Nice.
And he retired before your season?
So
Or-
he retired
right.
after. So I think he
right
was
after.
waiting until my class got done.
Yeah.
Because he knew he kind of coached a lot of us when we were younger. We went to camps all the time at the baseball field. So he kind of knew of us growing up. And then once we got there, his daughter as well graduated. So once we kind of got through, he was like, yeah, I'm done. But now the program, it's not terrible, but I don't think it has the same wow factor to it in
Yeah.
a sense. But
Trying to get back.
I think they're turning around for the better, and I can't wait to see and watch. So
Awesome.
It's hard to replicate a good coach.
Yeah.
You talk about how your game's evolved after that high school. You go on to Bryan College in Tennessee, and you mentioned you didn't have a home run throughout your entire baseball career until you get to college. How does that happen?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like every now and then you can run into one, at least one. And there's plenty of times where I've been close, but close doesn't cut it. Obviously, it either goes over or it doesn't. So basically, I was smaller growing up, as I said before, and it's hard to hit home runs when you're that small. And then once I got to college, I don't know what happened. I didn't think anything differently. It just kind of happened. I hit my first one. And my mom was there. She was recording, and it was an awesome moment. Every time I go watch the video, she's yelling in it. It's a great video. But yeah, that was my first home run. I hit it to left center. So it wasn't one that just squeaked over. It was an actual bomb. So for my first, it was pretty great. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And then once the first one kind of happened, then they just started coming after that. So I hit 4 my freshman year. Sophomore year, I hit 7. My junior year, I hit 12. And then senior year, most recently, I hit 19. So I progressively got more and more. So
Yeah, I mean, picking up where you left off,
Right.
right? And we'll get to that. But, in your letter, you talked about, the good and the bad of baseball, right? I think competitive sports, we don't talk about the other, like the
Right.
mental health side of the game. And I think we're starting to, right? Younger athletes and even parents and coaches are starting to touch on that more, which is important because when I played, it wasn't there. It was just you either win or you lose, and that's it, right? It's not. We don't talk about how you're feeling. It was all about stats and stuff. So for you in college, you had mentioned that there was times where you started to doubt yourself as a player. Talk about that and how you pulled yourself out of that.
So once again, came into college, hadn't hit a home run. There's really no upside offensively that the coaches would look at. Defensively, I was pretty good. I could field the baseball and make good plays, routine plays. So that was easy, but the hard part was hitting. And obviously, if you're going to be in the lineup, you got to hit. So freshman year, I started my very first game we played, and I didn't do too good. I think I got a hit in my second game. We played a doubleheader, but I got hit the second game. But it wasn't crazy. And then as weeks progressed, I just wasn't really producing on offense. And I was just kind of like I wouldn't say dead weight, but I was definitely not helping the team in a sense. Defensively, yes, but offensively, no. So then it got to a point where I wasn't playing. And it sucked because my roommate was the person I competed with. And so it was like a bittersweet moment. Like, I'm happy that he's playing, but it sucks because I know I want to be out there.
Right.
So I didn't play for like a month. I would say, like, if I did play, it was like running bases. And then finally, coach, we were going to the field, and he informed me on the bus that, hey, Dante, you're going to be starting today. And it was the first time my eyes lit up. And I forgot my pants at the school. And so I had to borrow pants. We got all situated. But I knew that was the moment right there. Like, if I was going to play, like, establish myself on the team, this moment was the one that I had to take advantage of. And I hit a home run that day. And so that kind of cemented myself in the lineup, and I didn't look back from there. And I started hitting better. I was always batting ninth. And then by the time the regular season was over, I was batting leadoff. And so I worked my way all the way up to the top, and it changed me. It changed me for the good.
What would be your message to athletes, or maybe like if you're looking back, what would be your message to yourself when you were going through that? What would you want to hear to help encourage?
Right. So a little bit of backstory, like mentally, I was very frustrated. Like, there was not a day where I woke up during that time and I wanted to go to baseball. Like, I was just like, I'm not good at this. Like, why am I out here wasting my time? I could be doing other things. And then, I know my coaches wouldn't like favoritism wasn't a thing, but I could see the way they talked to other people compared to me. And that kind of ate at me too. And I didn't know if it was something I did. I didn't know if it was because I wasn't producing. There's just a lot of things, and I think I was just overthinking about a lot of stuff. Because really, coaches, at least my coaches, didn't care about on-the-field stuff. Like, off-the-field stuff is what mattered. Whether we were good men, whether we had great relationships with our family, whether we were respectable people. But I was so mentally enveloped in baseball that I didn't realize that. And I thought they would only like me, or they would only support me if I was doing good. And I was wrong. So I would say, I guess, for anyone struggling with mental health or struggling in times where you're not doing good, is take a step back and realize what got you to where you're at, the people who brought you there, and the people around you. Like, surround yourself. One thing I did was isolate. I'm a very closed-off person, and I isolated myself. I like going home every weekend. I didn't want to make friends. And obviously, I've had some great friends pull me out of there. They've kind of helped show me the way, but yeah, it just wasn't good. I was putting myself in a hole. Like, mentally, I just was never in a good mood. And then once I kind of realized that maybe baseball isn't all I have. There's a lot more stuff to life in a sense. I feel like I kind of shifted my mindset, and it became easier to show up every day. It became easier to get on the bus. It became easier to be a part of the team. And so then I really started to enjoy baseball. And that's when I think I started doing better, because mentally I wasn't having a block in my head. So I would say just stay focused, surround yourself with people, and mentally try and put yourself in a good headspace. Like, tell yourself it's a good day. Even if you don't feel it, just tell yourself. Speak until it's true.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have embodied that. I mean, we see the tattoo on your leg there, so unique about the first step, even if you don't see the whole staircase.
Right.
And I feel like just talking about learning about that baseball isn't the be all end all. It isn't everything. You obviously had a couple unfortunate breaks with a couple hamstring injuries.
Yeah.
Was that part of that catalyst that sort of made you take a step back and go, hey, there's other things to this life thing besides the baseball diamond?
Exactly, yeah. So freshman year I dealt with some mental problems, and all because you solve one thing doesn't mean you solve everything. So I'd never really dealt with injuries before. I'd never missed a bunch of time. Even when I had injuries in the past, whether it was my broken thumbs or anything, I would just wear a cast and continue to play through it. And it's one of those things you can work through. But my hamstring injury my sophomore year of college was the first injury I had where it stopped me from playing, and I realized I couldn't play through it. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't push through it because it would hold me back from the way I like to play the game, which is hard, fast, at all aspects of the game, hitting, fielding. And I couldn't do that. So it was hard during that time when I got hurt. And so I took a week off after I was first injured, and then I tried to rush back into things, and I made it worse. And then I missed an entire month of baseball. And so me being stupid and naive, I didn't listen to my body, and I rushed back from an injury and ended up missing more time. So in that time, I found it was easy to, once again, stay surrounded by my friends, but also trying to involve myself more, like show up to the field early and take care of things for the coaches, or just do things that make me feel good about doing them, whether it was raking the field or picking up trash or taking care of the dugout or being the first one out of the dugout, just little things like that, all mental wins that you can have throughout the day. So those are just little things during that time. And then once I recovered from my injury, baseball, you would think after missing that much time, you would kind of be slow to getting back, but I hit a home run my first at bat. So it didn't seem like I'd really missed much baseball. And I built myself off the field stronger and then returned on the field stronger. So then all around, I was a better person and better player. So
Baseball is it's an awesome game. Obviously, we know it can be a tough game, but I want to focus on one of the best moments that I've been a part of, and I know for you too. So fast forward, Ben's going to talk about that, how you made your way to the USPBL, but I got to talk about the moment. 4th of July, 2025. You hit it inside the park home run here. I mean, that's as packed as I've ever seen the stadium, ever. It's 10 years in, and there was not a seat open anywhere. Walk me through that, and what that whole experience was like for you, because you were blessed enough to live a baseball moment that you're never going to forget.
I agree. So that day, my family came up actually. So usually when my family comes, I know I have to do good. And if I don't do good, I'm not going to disappoint them because they love me either way. But I feel bad about it, making them come, especially being from Georgia. This is 14 hours from home. And so you can't just come see another game when you want. You have to make time to come watch anyways. So I go to that day and I was like, I need to do good today. I need to put on a show. And it's funny because obviously being in the USPL, they do a thing called beer batter of the game.
Yep.
So July 4th was the day I was a beer batter of the game, but it was not the first time. So the first time, fast forward or go back in time, I think 2 weeks before that, I was beer batter of the game against the Unicorns again. And I went 3 for 4. I hit a double, a home run, and a single. And so then fast forward to now on July 4th, family's in attendance. Wasn't nervous. I was super excited playing in front of them. I hadn't seen them in forever. I knew I had to do good and show up to the field. Everything felt great. Like I was ready to go. And so I think I started off first at bat single. Then I think my second at bat was also a single. I think both were infield hits, to be honest. Then I come up my third at bat, and Anthony Sharkis is on base because he's always on base. And he's on second, and I think the count was 3-2. And I knew the pitcher was probably going to go off speed. And then the catcher, he's like, come on. So he rushed himself. So I guess when he rushed, he didn't throw exactly where he wanted, and I hit the ball, and I thought it was gone. But it wasn't a great swing. Like, I kind of just threw my bat. I hit it, and I was like, oh, my goodness, that has a chance to go. And so I'm running around first, and I realize they're running to it, and it might not go. So then I start turning the wheels on. I start running faster. I get to second, and I think I'm super close to second, and the ball hits the wall and takes a huge kick to the left. Well, then the outfielder runs by it, and the ball's going this way. So in my head, I'm like, this is the moment where I need to get on. I need to get at least a triple. So I round second, and I'm getting around second. I look to the outfield, and he still hasn't got the ball yet. And I'm like, do I go? I don't know if I want to go. And I look at my coach, and I think he already made up his mind before I even got around second to send me, because he was jumping up, waving me to go. And so when I saw him, I knew I had to go. And so once I saw him, there was no going back. I just continued to run hard. And that was probably one of the coolest moments I've been through. Like, after I was super tired, I didn't catch my breath for like 2 innings, but definitely one of the coolest moments I've been a part of. And I hadn't hit an inside the park home run since I was like 8.
Yeah.
And so to do it now at a professional level is unreal. Like, I couldn't even believe it.
I love that you say you hadn't hit one since you were 8. Like, we're never gonna hit inside the park home run. Unless you have, and I just don't know.
No, I was lucky if I got a double.
Yeah, that was an awesome moment. But as you making your way to the USPBL,
I mean, we've seen you all season long be dominant here. I mean, you have the inside the park home run. You got 4 home runs on the season so far. Just talk a little bit about how you made your way here from Bryan College to the USPBL and what it's been like.
So I started my senior year with no expectations, really. My best friend, who was at college with me, he was going to transfer to a D1. So I really took a step back and was like, maybe this is the year I need to take a larger role on the team. And so I did. I worked my butt off during the fall. I get all the way till the spring, and then the coaches announced I'm the captain. So then I realized my work had paid off, and I'm a captain on the team. I'm ready to play, and the season starts off kind of slow. Like, obviously above 300, I would say, is good, but not up to par for me. Like, I knew if I want to get this team to where I want to be, which is the World Series, I would have to step it up. And so I start playing better, and after like the 3rd or 4th week, I don't think I lost a step. Like, I continued to build and get better each week. And then obviously I'm playing good there, and Jordan Day, who's my coach, he's a head coach now. He's very good friends with Taylor Jelly, who is the coach for the Mammoths. So they know each other. I think Jordan coached when Taylor played at a different school. But yeah, they know each other, and Jelly had asked them if he knew anybody from Bryan that could play pro ball, like have the ability to. And so I was one of the names that he had mentioned about coming up here. And so it wasn't anything that I knew I was going to do. I really believed that once college was over, I was done with baseball. Like, I was hanging it up, and I kind of accepted it. But once I kind of had the conversations with Jelly, and he told me that I was going to be a pro after this and not to worry about results, just go play. And so that's what I did. I played my heart out. I finished my senior year on a great note. My last at-bat ever on my home field, I hit a home run. Like, it's things you can't just redo. Like, those are storybook type things. And yeah, I wouldn't take it back. And I went straight from college to here, and I haven't looked back since. So,
I mean, I think that's the perfect note to end this on. I mean,
on a home run, right?
Yeah, ended on a home run. Thank you so much, Dante, for coming. That's another episode of Dear Baseball in the books. Tune in next week, guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace.